Getting it done. Hello, you all. Thank you for joining me once again. This here is Shiovanda Marie with Love, Strength, and Love. I'm going to go ahead and let my guest introduce himself, although he's been on here a couple times.
Man, this your boy funny ass up top JJ, aka Still Coach, aka Lil Day, aka I take care of them step kids. Fuck you mean?
I knew damn well he was going to say all that. That's why I just had to let him introduce himself, because I would have just been like a up top.
I gotta give him the whole spill, man. I gotta give him the whole spill, man.
I hear you. I understand that. So you are. Today we are talking about elevating right to the next level. We made it, my friend.
We did.
It's a whole year. It's actually been a little bit longer than a year, but this year we really been out here getting it.
Yeah, we been making it happen. We really making it happen.
But, yeah. What you think about it?
Man.
Look, how you feeling?
I feel good. I ain't lie to you. But I'm also feel good too.
What the hell does good mean?
Man, I feel like I'm floating right now. I'm out there right now.
Well, that's what it feels like when you're going with the flow.
Yeah.
What we was just talking about, manifesting you like it's all that came in. That's what we did.
Man.
We creators. We powerful. We in our power. We know what power is, baby. You remember we was out here doing reckless ass shit. Man, we out here. You see us at the bars and shit. Now you see us.
I gotta say this, right? I gotta say before we even start. So it was crazy how we met, right? Can I say the story? Can I say the story?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So look, this was time I was going through something, right? And she came out the gas station. Now looked again. And before she got in the car, I had to say, I like your ankles. And she looked down our ankles, and since then we click, right?
Funny ass up
I'm talking
top.
about like click as good friends. Like never left my side. We've been through a lot together as friends, and like to still be friends to this day.
Right.
And you supported me when I first started doing comedy.
Yeah.
Well, I really didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
I figure it out now.
Yeah. That's what it is. I know you did. That's part of the growth. That's what made me say, come on, man, let's do this show. It's a whole year in. We've been getting it all year. Like, man, you've been having shows. You got the what is it? Go ahead. Man. Ted told us about it the other day. But look, go ahead. You tell us about it.
No, I've been putting in work. I put my own comedy show together a couple months back. It was Milwaukee Queens of Comedy. I got my own podcast. Actually, 2 more like 3, but I only really focus on the one. Tell the truth, shame the devil. And I got shit talk, and I got love seat talk, but I don't really mess with the love seat talk like that.
Why? Why not?
Cause man, like
it's time to put your heart in it, man.
The only way people really come on that show, it be spicy. You gotta talk about like real life spicy stuff.
Like what's spicy, man? I ain't been on there. I don't know. Let me know.
I say something. Everything be man. We talk about poly relationships, man. Sex. We talk about everything under the sun that kids ain't supposed to hear.
Oh, well, I don't know.
So that's why I don't use that one.
I don't know. I don't know about that one, but
yeah, but I don't use that one like that.
Yeah, you will next year, 2026, baby. Tap into all of it. That's what we're doing. Yeah. We done been working on the healing. We done been working on the growth. Now the elevation is here, baby. We just been elevating and you seeing it.
Wanna know how I healed though?
Let me hear.
I had to cut a lot of people off.
Hold on, wait a minute, because that's in this topic. Okay, hold on. Go ahead, so okay, it's been a year, right? Like I just said, we've been elevating, we've been growing. We also been going through challenges. We also been going through struggles. But the key point about it is we've been holding ourselves accountable for a lot of things that we actually then did, and then it came back up again and said, "You want to go through this again?" Like, no, baby, I seen this and I did this and I ain't going back. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, we've been speaking the truth about ourselves, and that's what's really been helping us grow, especially me. I don't know. I can't speak for you. I'm going to let you speak for yourself. What you feel like?
Man, I feel like just know how to elevate my mind. I had to change my mindset, how I look at people, how I talk to people, how I treat people. And like I'm still learning. I ain't perfect.
No,
I ain't
it's
perfect.
always a
So
process.
like I still make little mistakes here and there, but I try my best to really be mindful. And I
Right.
go by that every day when I wake up.
Right.
How can I be mindful? So that's my goal.
All right, y'all. We talking about the happy times, the sad times, us just having the joyful moments and us just allowing ourselves to just go with the flow, right? It's a journey for us. And that's the thing that I didn't understand. I don't know if you understood that before, but this is a whole new journey for me from the
Mm-hmm.
time that my breakup to the time that I was diagnosed with my epilepsy to
Yeah.
now. Like it's a journey. Like, damn, was I gonna stay down or was I gonna allow my pain to become my power? And it's like, damn. At sometimes I had the moments like, I ain't gonna make this, man. Fuck all this, because it was the challenging times. But then I had to look
It
back, and
was.
that's a lot where you came in like, man, let's go, man. I'm like, where we going? I don't know. Let's go. You got to get up. You got to do something. And I'm like, man,
Mm-hmm.
fuck all that. I want to sleep. You like, nah, man, let's go. And that's again where I thank you at, because I needed those friends. I needed those family members to say that, because if not, I would have still been in that same state. And I wouldn't be here talking about my growth and how I'm elevating,
Hey, so look, I want to say this too. This how we really got cool too. Like this what made us lock in. Cause when I met her, I think I was working like 2-3 jobs.
Mm-hmm.
As now, I still work like 4 jobs.
Right, but
So
it's a difference.
it's a difference because I was doing a pizza delivery. Now I was working at the store on 46. And this how we really locked in, right? I was doing a delivery. I was doing a delivery. And we was in a ghetto. We was like off like brown or something, like 25% brown.
This
Yeah,
story.
I got this. So we was on like 25% brown. And she ride with me, we just chopping it up. I get out the car, right? I must have been gone. I must have was gone 2 minutes too long. And I get back in the car. She got that motherfucker out. I said, where you get that from? She said, I don't gotta tell you what I got on me. And ever since then, we locked in. Everything like, oh yeah, she my little homie. Everything.
Hey man. Hey, if I consider you my peoples, we gonna rock. Like whichever way. If I know you protected me, I'm gonna make sure I protect you and me at the same time. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a thing. That's where it's like, I don't have to worry too much about protection. I don't have to worry about it in the physical, and I don't have to worry about it in the spiritual. I know what's out here. I know what could or should, and some points in time people put out there of what they want to happen. But at the end of the day, I don't put that out there, and I don't think about or focus too much on it, because I already know I got my people here in the physical. And matter of fact, I know how to protect myself too in the physical, because I didn't also went through so much. But then I got that extra, that backup, and then I got the spiritual realm. So either way it go, baby, we rocking and rolling. We just going with the flow. So we gonna get into these questions, because I want the viewers to know. And I thank you all for tuning in. Everybody who's tapping in. I get to look my little work style, we chopping it up. But anyways, yeah, I want to get the viewers to know and understand about our professionalism, about how spiritually and mentally we actually tapped into us actually allowing ourselves to really grow. Because like I said in the beginning, we was just out here thugging.
Yeah, we was.
Like,
we was trying to find our way.
And we was like, damn, is we gonna stay this way? We seen the kids getting older, and we like, man, you know what? These motherfuckers coming up doing some of the same shit we're doing. So it's like, we gotta change. Your mom, them, and it's like, damn, we gotta change. Like, we getting older. We ain't able to keep doing the same thing unless we want our kids to go through the same thing.
Right.
So again, you kind of tapped into this in the beginning where we was talking, where you was kind of explaining about your growth, right, and what it meant for you. But now, just kind of give us we want to hear like some elevational moments or quotes that you have or use that take you to the next level when it comes to your personal life.
Man, I'm happy. That's a good question. I work for community advocate. I'm an advocate, and I've been educating for a long time.
a different way of teaching. We ain't out here in the hustle, and we taught the different way.
39 years, I never really thought I'd be working for community advocate, especially working up the ladder the way I've been doing. Mm-hmm. I was an intern for like 18 months though, before I even got hired.
Putting you in the process.
So altogether, it's been about like 3 years and some change. I've been a community advocate because I started at just, you know what I'm saying, the internship doing the battery interventions. Mm-hmm. For people that don't know, when you get beat up by your girlfriend or you beat your girlfriend up, you gotta come and see me. You got to sit in my class and talk about your thoughts and how you want to change your mindset and find safer ways to get out that situation. So like,
you beat up your girlfriend or your girlfriend beat up you.
Yeah, man. We can't talk about certain things, so I'm gonna stay on certain topics. Even though I be wanting to, but we can't. So no, just really changing your mindset. Like when I started doing it, I didn't know what I was doing. I was just really going with the flow.
Right.
Then I started learning more about myself. You know what I'm saying? I started learning like I'm really loud, obnoxious. I'm really a asshole in certain situations.
So how did you find that out? Because I figured out that same thing about me, which is how we really connected. If you really want to.
Hey, so when I was interning, I was taking all the classes. Even though I never put my hands on females, I took the barrier intervention class. So I took the anger management class. I took the fatherhood class. I took the healthy relationship class. I took all of them just basically to sharpen my mind up of how I treat people. You know what I'm saying? Because even when we out here, I feel like, don't lie to nobody. Try your best to be very transparent.
Ain't no try. You out here doing it.
No, but I'm just talking about like in general, because a lot of people don't know how to be transparent.
Right.
So I learned how to be transparent, even if it's gonna hurt you or not. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I just gotta let the truth out.
Right.
But that's what really sharpened me, especially to elevate where I'm at now with it. Like, do I love what I do? Yeah, I really do, because I feel like it's working.
Right.
I always want to be a motivator speaker. Like I did the schools. I worked for the school for Grappy Hill High School. I did that for 2 years.
Okay.
Going to teach them about healthy relationships and barrier intervention. That's a hard test. These high school kids something different.
Whew.
Man, they man, look, they different. I don't got challenge and all type of stuff. Like,
we know they different. We
they different.
Them and still experiencing them.
Yeah.
It's a different era. It's not the same as we was when we were teenagers in high school. At all. But that's what really made me elevate to really change my mindset. I got tired of thinking this way when I know I could think this way. Right.
I know right from wrong.
Right.
They might be a little, saying slow a little bit to catch on. I'd be like a hot dog catch up, but I be catching on. So like, sometimes, like I said, it all start with your mindset. And like I always ask a lot of my clients, like, and I say with a show of hands, do you think you change as a person?
Right.
And a lot of people raise their hand. I feel like, how can you change as a person if you don't change your mindset?
Right.
Like literally got to change your mindset. Like it's like reprogramming your whole self. You know what I'm saying? So like it's a challenge.
It is.
It's
and I had a show about that where we was unlearning to relearn. Like unlearning the things that we was taught that didn't work for us and learning things that we didn't actually experience and went through, huh?
No, I'm looking at what D Nell said.
Oh, what did he say?
Because I always be saying this to him, because I always use when I ask people like, what's bigger than Lambeau Field?
Right.
You know, so I said, hold that thought. What's the biggest room you ever been in? Then he just burned that up. That's why. Hey Wanda, how you doing?
Hey, I can't see who on here, but hey y'all.
Mine too, so that's why I can see.
Tap it in. Thank y'all. Appreciate it. We just sitting here talking about our growth and our how we elevating out here in the world, from being reckless to
reckless reckless
to being on top and empowering our own selves. Now we can help share their strength. We can use our love strength to help others strengthen their love, Beautiful. I'm so glad I came up with this name of this podcast. But y'all, okay, tapping into the question for me, right? It was the reflection, right? It was a lot of people that I seen myself within, and it was like, damn, that's how I act. Oh, damn, I be talking like that. So when they came toward me, and this is crazy because they just kept coming and they was doing it to me, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong? They think they could just talk to me like that? Who the hell they think they is? And it's like, you don't realize that's the way you talk to people. And it was like, oh damn. And I never really, because I ain't had too many people that was just gonna be honest to me with me, right? And it was a thing of like that one person came in and was like, dude, you don't realize you loud. You don't realize you just be doing shit just to be doing shit. You be getting all in your emotions for no reason. And it's like, damn, do I? And then it made me look and start checking it out on my own. And then people start coming toward me. And I'm like, damn, you always in your emotions. Like, damn, you are.
So question. How you get out your emotions? Like, what made you really stop getting your emotions about things?
To tell you the truth, right?
Yeah, I'm just curious. I want to hear it.
For my biggest thing was I started to look at my own life, right? Like what was for me and what wasn't for me, right? I realized that eventually I was gonna die, right? At some point in time, it was just all up to me, right? And me having the seizures help me determine this, right? And it says at some point you're gonna die in life. Everybody has to die in life, right? So it's like, okay, do you want to die sooner than your time? Or do you really want to allow yourself to get out here and do something and allow yourself to really fulfill yourself in life, have that abundance in life? Or do you want to leave this with your kids when you die? So it helped me check my mindset, like, hold the hell on. Like, no. In the case I would have died through one of them seizures I went through, my kids would have knew a liar, a cheater, a manipulator, like a motherfucker who was all about the money and, treating people like shit. They would have knew that version of me. And it's like, hold on, I'm not done. My kids need to see a different version of me because I am, like I be talking about with my life coach. Shout out to SNA. Thank you, Savannah, right? Lupus has no face. She's been telling me the version of myself, me becoming her, right? What does me becoming her look like? And ever since then, I've been looking in the mirror like, damn, I haven't even really been noticing, but I've already been becoming her. I just needed to kind of like structure her out and balance her out in different places that I get stuck at, allow myself to come out of it. So I was like, damn, like this year has really been an amazing year for me. And it's like all those, if I would have never had that one person that came and told me, you're an asshole, I would have been looking like, you an asshole. And I would have got very defensive, but I didn't. And I thought about that time. You keep going through seizures. You keep putting all this stress on you. Do you really want to keep being that asshole? Because there's so many other people that treat you like an asshole because you treat them like an asshole and you don't even see it and it's right there in your face.
Yeah, you did though.
And it's like, damn, you hurted so many people and you didn't even realize that them same people was coming and hurting you and you didn't even understand why. But you kept asking, why? Why? Why is this happening? Why is my kids talking like this? Because that's the way you talk to them. That's the way they hear you talk to your mother or your father, or they don't hear you talk to them at all. Like the emotions, I had to take them out. So again, I started looking at things. Is it personal or is it business for me? And anything that was personal, I looked at it. And how is it going to help me? Is it really going to support me in what I'm trying to do in my journey of life? Are they going to allow me to step in and give what I can give to them so that they can grow on their journey in life? Or what is it? That be my key piece. If I'm not able to help you and you're not able to help me, why the hell are we here in each other's life? That means you have a lesson to teach me, and I need to hurry up and learn that damn lesson because I don't like the person that you are at this moment in time.
Yeah, that's crazy because we was talking about that the other day when we chopped it up at the bar. We was talking about that, like, is you here for personal reasons or business?
Right.
And sometimes you gotta learn how to separate that.
Yes.
So like,
yes.
like that's why I said it took me. Why I say when I moved back 4 years ago, and I'm gonna always talk about this. I had to cut a lot of people off.
It got you away though. That's my biggest piece. That's
Yeah.
why I love when you talk about it, because you get to step away from what you have known and then come back and see it's the same shit, but I could have this. But how do I get that with letting go all the extra shit that I already accumulated? Because we gotta walk through, and that was my thing when I moved to Arizona. We gotta walk through our pains, our problems. We can't just up and leave our city and our state and be like everything's gonna be okay. Hell no, because you still got people you haven't forgave. You still got anger and animosity that you holding inside of you. How you gonna hold space up inside of you and think you gonna move to a whole different state and be a different version of you? Even if you're in your own state, how do you think you're gonna step out and be a different version of for yourself, of yourself, for your kids and the people around you? You a comedian, right? I have a business, a cleaning business, right? I also have podcasts. How do I step out to see that I am a different version of myself if I'm not really living in a different version? I mean, walking in a different, taking the different steps to become the different version of myself.
Want to take some water?
Nah.
Okay.
But yeah, like that's the reflections, and I just want a lot of people to understand that, right? Yeah. Everything, the way that you treat other people is going to come back to you. So you may be sitting there thinking like, damn, why is this person acting like this? Remember, or ask yourself, did you do that to somebody? Are you doing that to somebody? Why is people disappearing in my life? Do you disappear in other people's life? Did you distance yourself instead of going to people and actually allowing yourself to have a conversation and get that understanding? It's time for us to go our separate ways, or thank you, and I want to see if we can continuously walk this journey, or what?
And so I want to say that too, right? Because when we start chopping it up and we start figuring out what we want to do, even when it come with this the business side of us doing skits, right? Because you used the first few when I read this skits with me. We had got to a strong debate, and we was mad at each other about some stuff. Like, it was really towards the skits, right? Because she basically saying like, you got me all hyped up about the skits. You're not trying to do the skits. You're not trying to do the skit. And my mind was so focused on trying to get some money. Like, man, skip them skits. So like we bumped heads, and don't get me wrong, we separated for almost say like 7 months. Like, we still call each other, but we want to talk about the business side. So like, just for us to really talk about it, because I apologize for that, because that's what friends do. I was wrong. I was wrong in a lot of aspects.
Hold yourself accountable.
So I was wrong. So like, as a friend, right there, I apologize.
Right. But that's okay though, because, and I understood that, because when that happened, it would say, Shiovanda, you've been talking about a podcast. You've been talking about how you're going to share your voice. Is you done been sitting down, putting all this stuff in play. Take action on it. You see, you want to do this, right? But he ain't ready to do this, right? So allow yourself to move and do something else. And when the time comes, it's gonna come. Let it all flow in.
Even while you said, let me piggyback off what you said. I think I opened that Pandora box for you, and the reason why I said that, because you was shy.
You did. You was
shy.
You was like shy, you came and lit that, and this is exactly what you did. And I thank God that he actually brought somebody into my life like this, right? Because I had family members, right? But a lot of my family members, we just really kind of like talked about different things. None of them we really was just like had that drive and that passion. But then you came and you was on the go. You was like, you better light this fire. You want to get the fire lit in the fucked up way, or you want to get it lit in the good way? Which way you want to go? And then it was like, well, shit, I don't really know. Well, how about let me show you with this fucked up reckless way, and then maybe that'll give you more fire under your ass to go in a different type of way. And that's exactly what it did. So again, I needed that in my life, and I didn't had that before, but I never was able to receive it. And it was like you came with the same type of energy that I was already giving out with. Let's give to the people. You know what I mean? And it was like, shit, we talked about it, and you was already taking action on shit, and you like, listen, let's go. Damn, how can I get that drive? And I started really paying attention, like, damn, he doing it this way, but maybe I could do it this way, because this is more my guy. That's his way. So it's like, cool. And that's exactly where it started leading us, which was fucking awesome.
I gotta say this though. You do like a sassy ass stud. I can't look in your face like
Shut
that.
your ass up, man. Let
You
me
shouldn't
see.
have said it down.
Do I
You
want
said
to
it down.
just take my hat off and look
No,
rough?
no,
Like
no.
y'all
Keep
keep
it. No, I'm
talking
just saying
about.
though. My bad. My bad. It just came
Wait,
out
so
the
we
blue.
can't wear hats and stuff no more?
No,
This
you
work
can't.
mode
You
for me,
can't. My bad.
This what I look like when I go to work,
Okay.
When I'm in the mode, I'm just feeling myself. I'm feeling good. I'm comfortable,
Yeah,
I
you
can
is.
I can look the rough way too, but
No,
shit,
I don't want you to look the rough way. You look cool like
I
that.
mean, this the rough way, Look,
No,
my hair
no,
ain't done,
no. Yeah, your hair growing fast. Hey, look, when I met her too, I ain't gonna like she was bald headed as shit. She ain't had no hair. I ain't gonna lie, I don't know how. Just as soon as she got dressed, her shit just sprouted.
It was grown. It was me allowing myself to do the work on myself. And
Mm-hmm.
and that was my intentions, right? I intended to get dreads, right? Because I know I don't really have to do too much to it, right? So I was like, man, these people, my family, been doing all this different shits in my hair, right? I done had curls and perms and fucking pressing out my hair and it was always shedding. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong? And then didn't realize my hair black. I'm black. I got natural hair. My hair, it feeds its own self, its oils. Like, what are you saying? They putting moisturizers and shit in my head, and it's like, it wasn't doing nothing but breaking my hair off. So I cut all my hair off and had the Fantasia look. And after that, I was like, fuck it. I'm about to be the NDRE. I mean, not NDRE, Jill Scott, and walk around with the fro. And after that, I was like, damn, my hair was grown with the fro. And I was like, what would it be like if I had dreads? And as I started growing and doing work on healing myself, my shit started sprouting. I was
And
like,
it's so crazy, right? Because when you start growing your dread, it was a whole different you.
Mm-hmm.
You wasn't thinking reckless. You was trying to do nothing reckless. You was on point. It was the growth. So like, and that's why I respect you a lot. You know what I'm saying? Even in our situations, we like, man, no, bro, I'm on this, on everything. Like, even times when I first moved back, I was still on the little kicking and shit. Like, man, come give you for kicking. Like, no, like sometimes you gotta, like sometimes you gotta refuse that. So that's basically how I am sometimes. Like when I'm getting to this work. Oh yeah, man, I don't want to be distracted because I'm focused on something.
Right, and that's okay. We have to do that, especially me as an entrepreneur. Yeah.
Why you wasn't gonna say nothing? You just got me talking. Little bit, you need some.
Nah, I'm cool. Okay. I'm cool. Thank you. But anyways, yeah, it's just like you was talking about before, the mind shifts, right? We have to have the mindsets. We have to shift our mind, because if we do not shift our mind, then where the hell is we gonna go? It starts with the mental. And there's so many of our black people that's mentally fucked up. And I'm sorry for y'all that get the defensive or y'all take it in the wrong way. But I'm not saying this in a way to hurt nobody's feelings or nothing. I'm just saying this, that our family was fucked up. Our people before our ancestors was fucked up. And they was fucked up from the slavery. They were taught in a different way. So no disrespect, y'all. I'm just saying it's time for us to experience and explore who we are. What can we create? What is it that we want as? What do we want our kids to go after and what they want? How are we going to teach them? It's all about that now. It's not about you need to go to church or you need to do this and you gonna do this and you gonna get your ass whipped and all that. We're not doing that no more. We living in a different times. These kids is not playing. So if they not playing, that means we can't be playing. We got to stand 10 toes down on them just like they standing on us. But if you really dig deep, they came back here to help us because we were moving so slow. We were stuck. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know if you really get into all of that, but it is. They are ancestors. They came back. Why do you think the small kids, they're diagnosing them with different type of epilepsy and different things and like that? They smart as hell. They just learn it in a different way, but it's a different way to help us tap in. Tap in. This is a way that you really need to tap in. Really pay attention, really focus. I pay attention to my nephew all the time, right? And it's just like he just be so focused, and then he get to feeding his own self joy. He get to laughing at his own stuff. Then he get up and he experience and explore. I'm telling you, he be jumping off of stuff. I don't know if you ever seen him, but he just be doing reckless stuff. Then he come back like, you
believe
okay?
me, when he was rolling down the stairs, I was, I
but
that.
He's smart as ever, and he got so much heart. You okay? You okay? And he just be here you go. And it's like, damn, like, he's not bad. He needs special attention, and a lot of us do, because again, we were mentally fucked up. So it's important to change the mindset. It's so important. And that's my takes on it, y'all. Literally.
I hear you.
So we talking about now, right? Your shifts, right? What was the necessary shifts that you had to make, right, to level up?
Man. Whew. Man. I'm gonna say this on proper record. I had to basically like stop being around a lot of people that was carrying guns. Stop being around a lot of people that you don't gotta ride 10 deep, 3 deep, you know what I'm saying, to do your own thing. So like just learn from my experience, like everything I went through. Then that's what really made me sober up a lot, you know what I'm saying, for my mama lost. Like I already lost my daddy 2017. That's what made me start doing comedy.
Right.
But when I lost my mama and everything, that gave me a whole different shift of like even how people talk. Like, you can't tell me you love me and don't show it. So I take that so serious too. Right. That's why do I crack a lot of jokes to hide the pain? I feel like ain't no pain there. You know what I'm saying? But deep down, there's some pain there.
Man, I laugh. I was just talking about this earlier on the phone. I laughed, and she was like, I understand that piece. But it's, again, I was explaining to her that I laugh even when I'm in pain, because it gives me that motivation to say, you know it's there, right? And you're going to get to it. You're going to have that moment where you acknowledge it. But right now, this person need to laugh too. And when you laugh and that person laugh, now y'all both feeling the good way. Now y'all can feed each other the good energy and keep it moving, instead of I'm going towards somebody with my pain, they coming towards me with their pain, and we feeding each other negative energy. Now we going and take it off on other people that we supposedly love or care about. It's not worth it anymore.
Like even that, because when you first came around me, I had a messed up attitude. Anything could have, anything was triggering me,
you, and I'm like, dude,
so like I and so happy. That's why I'm kind of happy I took all them classes.
But again,
classes help.
It did. And me sitting with myself a lot helped. Right. And I used to think, and I used to be so mad and so sad, like everybody out here doing this and everybody out here just living their life. And I'm sitting here and I'm struggling and I don't know when I'm gonna have a seizure. And it's like, what the hell? Like, my kids them act like they don't really care, but I know they did care. Again, everybody was just living their own life. That was my struggle to go through, my lessons to learn through, through it all. And I did it. You understand? It's still a work in progress, but I've been doing it, and I'm proud of myself, literally. But again, we all have to have that drive. You know what I mean?
Then just to finish answering that question, right? Even on that scale, right? This was another thing that made me level up. You was around what was last year when I was catching the bus and literally going live catching the bus, because I don't got no shame on my game at all.
Right.
Just like Reese, like shit, I'll still get on the bus right now and I got a car.
Right. That's the struggle.
And that's my piece though. But I feel like that's really my piece, because I don't gotta stop at no stop signs, I don't stop at no red lights, I don't gotta watch for other cars. I could just sit there and chill.
But then if you like me, you get to feed people that energy, right? Be a comedian, you know what I mean? On the bus, the people who may really need it, we on the bus for a reason, right? And some people get on the bus for a struggle. They car didn't got messed up, or they don't have a car and they gotta get to work, so they take the bus, right? Yeah. When you a person like you that's a comedian and you get on there and you can feed them that energy of laughter, it's beautiful. A person like me, I was that same person. I rode the bus and I said, God, when you give me a car, make sure it's my car and I'm going to treasure it and I'm going to love it because I know it's mine. I don't have to worry about them trying to take it when I miss a payment or something like that. No, it's mine. So that means if I love me, I'm going to love everything else that's for me and around me. So little Stephanie girl, I got you, baby. We even gave her a name because again, she's a part of me. So again, I had to learn how to cherish the things, but that's part of the struggle. What works for you, and a lot of people didn't know that. You had to learn that. And again, people on a bus be needing that. Not even just on a bus, but just outside in the world. We never know what people go through. Just like you hide yours with being a comedian, I hide mine with laughing, just being giggling.
Yeah, because you laugh about everything.
See, but a person who really knows me, right, will say, this is the type of laughter. She's in pain. Let me just, take her out. And you never really understood or know that. I don't know if you did or not, but you never spoke upon it, right? But you knew that because you knew not only did you know it, but you felt it. You was the ideal in your head, like she just needs to go out and have a drink. You know what I mean? She just needs to get out and have fun. You knew that. You felt it, right? But again, that was that pain, that laughter of pain that's saying, hey, I just need to get out and do something. I don't really got the finances. I really don't be having the time. Like the kids gonna be talking shit. And it's like, Ma, you giving this time and not us. And it's like, I didn't really know which way to go. But then again, it was like, okay, well, now I got a good friend. The motherfucker go help me. Hey, let's get out. And that was a good thing,
exactly
dude.
What it was, though.
So I'm telling all the viewers out here, right? Again, I want to thank y'all for joining us and tapping in because on a journey like this to becoming the person that you are meant to becoming, right, in life, moving in your purpose, allowing yourself to do something different, right? Have that connection with your higher self, right? It's so important for number one. We talked about this on a different episode, right? Where it's build yourself a team. You got you.
Man,
You got the, you got your inner, the self, your inner self, your higher power. You got those, right? You have a wife. You have those, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you have that. So other people, okay, you have a partner, right? For me, my partner was my mama. My partner was my sister. My partner was my daughter, depending on which area of life that I actually was walking through, right? So it's again like I use those to then help me build a team. Which people is really gonna feed into me? Which people is gonna tell me the truth when I really need to hear the truth, even when I don't want to hear it?
And just to say that too, like people been screaming me for a long time. I need a team. I need a team. I need a team. Even from relationships to friendships to partnerships, I really feel like I was the team.
Yeah, and at that point when it's all about you just really focusing on self-love and you, but that's you now built the strength up. Now you realize you don't have to do it all by yourself. That's just like in the spiritual realm, right? You feel like you got all this financial burden or you got all these bills and you got all these problems with the kids or the partner. It's all just piling up, right? But when you get the releasing in the spiritual realm, God like, hey, listen, you don't got to worry about this. I got you. You move this way and then everything else gonna flow this way. And you like, okay, so now you learned that piece. Now you didn't strengthen the love for yourself. So now it's time for you to help others strengthen themselves. And how do you do that? You spread it. So now you don't have to do it alone. And that's the same thing in the spiritual realm as in the physical realm. Now you've been working on the spiritual realm. Now it's time for you to work on the physical, which is tapping in. Build yourself a team. Allow other people to help you. Learn how to receive that you done been doing your shit, and now it's okay for you to allow other people to help you, right? That's where I got with the Running Rebels. I got with Tone. I got with different people because it was help me building myself.
Yeah.
And then again, I didn't lose the people that I was with. It was, hey, you coming along with me or you stand behind. But either way it go, I'm moving. I'm elevating. You not stopping me no more. Y'all didn't stop me for way too long. That was my fault because I didn't see that I had more potential, that I can actually grow if I really took that leap out on my own self.
And I think that's what was my problem back then. I didn't love myself the way I need to love myself, like I love myself now. Now you know shit. I love myself more than anything. You know what I'm saying? Like I love my kids, love that, but like I love myself because I feel like if I don't love myself, how can I love somebody else?
Exactly. And that's the key piece. That's the key piece. But everybody feel like, oh, you love me more, you giving more love, you being selfish. No, because as much love as I give to everybody else, I need to feed that same love into my own self. Right?
Yeah.
Because if I'm being loyal to you and I'm not being loyal to myself, what the hell does that really say? Man. If I'm giving everything to my kids and I'm not giving nothing to me, what does that really say? Yeah. Again, take you back to the whole death part. When I die, what is they gonna really have? Because they just doing the same shit I'm doing. I'm not building nothing. I'm not allowing myself to have this legacy, allowing me to build something and let it be going on for my kids to have. I'm not doing that. Well, I wasn't doing that, but I'm damn sure doing that now because I didn't grew.
That you did though. Took off with it.
And you know why? Again, it was about the beliefs, right? And I just really want to tap into this, right? Because I don't know if this was your issue, but when I really got into it and really dug into it, it was mine.
Yeah.
My whole issue was my beliefs, right? I had different beliefs because what everybody else wanted me to be, which was religions. And it's like, okay, I'm a Christian. Okay, I get it. I understand that piece of it, but what else? Because I don't feel like I'm a Christian. And the way that I see other people moving as Christians, I don't feel like that I want a gospel about people or I want to tell people life stories and shit, unless they're like, hey, let's get on the show and we can talk about it. You know what I mean? I don't feel like I want to sit here and just make somebody belittle somebody or be in competition with them. That's what a lot of the Christians that I've been seeing. Don't get me wrong. I have seen Christians that's on their shit and they doing their shit. But as me growing up as a kid, I had that belief in my head about what Christianity really was. Now, me growing into this grown woman, her, right? I understand that it's about me. It's about my thoughts. It's about my heart. It's about my soul. It's about the way that I move. It's about how I treat my body. You know, how I allow other people to treat my body to treat me. And I didn't understand that. But it's like, hey, you need some help, baby girl.
So question before you go to your next one, right? When I came in your life as this friend, right, and I used to say little certain things to you, and I feel like a lot of your people didn't understand the concept of why I really was there. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't for me to take you from them. You know what I'm saying? It was for me to really elevate you and show you different things because I still was elevating myself.
Right. But it was also to give me that boost that they wasn't giving me because everybody was like, oh, we got to take care of her or dang, she didn't have a seizure. Then I was feeling bad. Like, damn, everybody's stopping their life for me. I got to get my own life back. Like this, my life. And it was like, again, I knew that, right? I even seen different eras in my life. I seen the vision of, girl, if you get up and do this, you can have this, but I didn't know how. I didn't have that motivation and that drive. And it was like, where the hell do I get it from? Because the only thing I know is to sit my ass in this little bitty ass room and just think every day and cry and, you know, think about what could be or what should be or what could have been or should have been. And it's like, wait, no, it's more than that, right? You feel it, you know it.
Yeah.
But then again, like I said, that drive, that fire energy came in like, man, listen, don't worry about the money. Don't worry about the support. Don't worry about the protection. I got you.
And it's so crazy before you go, because I know you're going to try to get to the next one. When I moved back, I was like, man, what you on, bro? You just constantly sitting in the house. No, you look acting, but like, I'm happy you got out that stage.
Right.
And now you look where you at a year from now. Cause
and it took, look how long it took me to sit down, dude. How long have we been knowing each other? Because you came in like right after I was going through the whole divorce part, right? I mean, not really divorce, but separation, because I wasn't never married, but separating from my youngest daughter father, right?
Yeah.
And you came in right at that moment, and I was just sitting there like, man, this some bullshit. Like, my life is sucking right now. Like, which way do I go? And you was like, it's hope for you. And I'm like, man, I don't know. I don't know. You came right at that moment. And that was the moment where I needed that spark. But look how long it took me to say, because then I had other people coming in to my, you can't do this. And I know you and you don't know yourself. And it's like, wait, what? Those were other things that came in like, wait, what the hell you mean I can't do this? Like, I said that this is who I am and this is who I am. Watch me show you. I could tell you better than, I could show you better than I could tell you.
Hey, just like when I was doing my little thing with different platforms, and I feel like I wasn't appreciated on certain platforms. So that's what really made me elevate like that. That's what made me. That's what really made me take off. I feel like, and that's why I always scream like, man, I don't need no team, bro. I'm me, and not trying to sound cocky. Shit, I do numbers by myself. It was the wrong team.
It was to help you.
So now that I got the certain team around me now, especially with my podcast bros. And why I say, man, shout out to D Nails, shout out to Barrett.
Yeah, shout out.
Why I say, if it really wasn't for Barry, I'd have been stopped doing my podcast.
Right. That's the thing that I'm saying, right? Like, literally, it's like I said the same thing, right? Because I had a team, but then it was like my whole team after Sharice's dad left, that his family, his sisters, because I never really had older sisters, right? They were like a whole team for me because it was things that I didn't want to feel like doing, or I just, didn't know how to do, and they were stepping in that space. And it was like, damn, the whole team gone. Like, what the fuck? Now I'm gonna go and build it with my own family, but then my family wasn't ready. And it was like, well, damn, I'm ready to get this team shit. Like, it's I got kids, all of this is starting to weigh on me, but it was like, listen, you got to do something different, but your team can start from on the outside. And that's where I realized, like, damn, well, how I'm gonna do that? Just get your ass out and start doing stuff. And I'm like, man, I don't feel like it. And again, that's where let's go, don't worry about this, let's go. And it was like, oh, okay. But then, like I said again, it was them people that was like, religions was a key. You can't do this, you Christian. You can't do that. I had to find a different way, right? Because what was something that everybody was so, they was not afraid of religions, right? But it seemed now not too many people is tapped into religions. So that was my thing. Like, what is it that everybody was so afraid of back then, but it can still help us tap in today?
Oh no, I'm spiritual now, so
that's where my tarot cards came in at.
And that's why don't talk about them damn tarot cards.
You wonder why?
Don't talk about them tarot cards. That's why I fell back from them damn tarot cards.
Nobody really understood that, right? Nobody really understood why. At first, I didn't even understand why. But then as I started digging, I realized, damn, it's a lot of people a lot of my ancestors that already had did it. A lot of people that I didn't tap into, like you knew people who did it, and you like, wait, what the fuck? And it's like all they got was negative feedback from it or negative outcomes. And it's like, well, damn, if there's a negative, there's a positive. So what do the tarot cards really do? Are we here to clarify things like they should have been doing, could have been doing back in the past, but they was using it to manipulate because they were hurt. They were in pain. I'm not hurt and in pain. It's still a little bit there, but it's not like that. Not like before. Right. So now I could look at the beauty of it. Damn, I can really help somebody really get clarification on their direction in life. Like, damn, a person don't really know, because that's how I was. I was confused. I didn't know which way I was going, because I had people like, yeah, do this. Let's go hang out and this and this and this. Like, but I got to get the work done. Well, just go get the work done and then come back and do this. By the time I come back and do this, the motherfucker tired and don't get the work done. Like, nah. So it had to, again, I did the tarot cards and let me know, listen, you in transformation. You walking a whole new journey, a whole new path in your life right now. You're going on a different type of journey, one that you didn't even think you would be walking on.
You on a different
but
type
in
of
this
journey.
journey, you're going to be doing everything that you knew that you could do, which was teach, right? Which was lead, which was help others understand different things in a way that they couldn't really understand from other people. And I'm doing all of that, not just with the card.
So I gotta get you a shout out too. If y'all don't know, she a Bonnie Queen organized. Like she could organize and stuff. She got she independent when it comes to this cleaning stuff, and I gotta give you kudos for that because I didn't know you was gonna get this far. You took off with it. Like I didn't know you was gonna get this far. You took off with that. Like she doing her thing right now.
But I was doing a lot of work behind the scenes. Everybody was like, "You don't hang out or you miss this," and I'm like, "Damn!" And I'm sitting there like, "Damn, that did sound fun and shit." It's like, well. But now I'm looking at it as like, I'm glad I missed that shit. Because just imagine if I would have kept doing that, I wouldn't have got to this piece right here. But like I said, my tarot cards was something amazing on my journey. I am not going to lie. Because anytime I got stuck and in the maze, it's stuck and I'm confused, like, damn, I know this the right way, but something else inside of me is telling me,
going to the next question. So what you got to talk
like,
about the tarot cards? You know how I
feel.
You know how I feel about them tarot cards. You know how I feel. You know how I feel about it, though.
Feelings. That's your own feelings. Take the emotion out of it. Is this personal or is this business? We're on a whole podcast and we out here getting business in order. So what are we doing?
Hey, Neil said, that's how I switch it up. Neil said, it all start with stuff and your team will show up.
You see what I'm saying? And look, it showed up. It's here. So receive it, baby. Allow them to come in and take some of this shit off your plate.
Hey, how you doing, Savannah? Hey, what's that next question? I'm trying to get past my teleport. That's my kryptonite.
Anyways. Don't act like you ain't never got no reading from me before.
I did, but I told you. Look, when I was younger, I used to do a lot of black magic stuff. I was with the wrong people. I won't dare do that again. Opened up too many gates, doors, and stuff I didn't want to open. That's why I said that Pandora box real all depends what Pandora box you open. So like I don't miss each other cards. So
if you opened up the wrong Pandora boxes before, now in the case you did, do you think you will open up the right ones?
I've been opening all the right ones. I put myself around right things, right people.
So why you trying to get off and move off the topic? Like it ain't about nothing. Like it's not something that is really beneficial in these times right now because a lot of people tap in. The biggest piece is they confused about which way because we got all these different distractions out here in the world, the clothes, the social media, all of that is out here.
This is just the reason why I stopped messing with them, right? Because you know when you first met me, I was one of them guys. I was doing stuff I ain't supposed to do, so that's why I don't like because I really was on that black magic stuff. I'm cool on that. What's that next question, Mel?
Hey, I think you should explore it in a different way, but this time do it with love instead of doing it with trying to be manipulative and using your pain to take over the emotion.
You got it.
I was get all involved. You know,
at least I could admit that I was a manipulative person. I could admit that I think I was narcissist back then, but I'm not now.
But do you see the outcome though? But you can't tell me that it didn't really help my outcome and my growth. You didn't been seeing it. You see me doing readings all the time. I didn't, like I said, I didn't did one for you. I didn't did one for a lot of people in my family, and I'm seeing the outcome within my own self. As well as I'm sending in other people, they just don't even really know that it's a thing of now I can see it clearer because I didn't really see it as
you see clear as hell now.
Until it started really showing up in mine. Once it showed up in mine, it definitely showed up in other people.
My bad, go ahead.
What happened?
Savannah will say that's evil and you still are. Savannah, I know nobody finna go. Look, Savannah, look. I'm not today. We're not gonna argue today. We're not gonna.
He needs to learn to use everything for good. Everything.
All right, go ahead.
That means
I can't argue with both of y'all. Y'all got it.
Okay, that means let's tap into the next topic, right? That means discipline, right? Learning your habits. Or allowing your habits to change, right? Allow you to shift your routine. So let's tap into it. What is some of your daily habits?
Well, like right now, my habits.
Yeah, that on this,
good,
that's
good one or
really
bad one?
challenging
It's a
on this
challenge.
journey.
Oh, man, I could go so many different ways with this. My main thing is really just like I love my people I used to be with, and sometimes I be want to be around them. But like they say, it get lonely when you get to the top. I'd rather be lonely than put myself in some mess.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's one of my challenge things. Like I love to go around some of them guys I used to kick with, but right now at the time.
So what's one thing you do every single day that kind of shift your routine?
Shit, I gotta say go with my mind first. Shit, I think mindful. Like I read, that's one of my routines. Like as soon as I wake up, do my little prayer to Allah, and I say I'm finna be mindful.
I'm finna be mindful.
Finna be mindful.
Okay, what's one of the negative?
Shit. I still be having negative thoughts, and I be trying to shake it.
Okay, I ain't even gonna lie, right? I'ma just keep it real.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
This is
go
my
ahead.
show and it's about growth, and
Go ahead. So
that's what I'm doing.
So
I'm
my
growing,
growth,
I'm
right?
in the process. But mine is marijuana, right? Marijuana is one of the habits that I go to every single day, right? That's the thing for me in 2026, right? That's one of my biggest things, to see how far I seen the growth with me still smoking, right? But then I want to see the growth without me smoking, right? It only took me a year and a half or so to do it with smoking. What would it be like without me smoking? So that's one of my goals for 2026. So we go tap into that.
I don't want to stop. I ain't gonna lie.
Why? It's one of your release?
No, yeah, that's what that would really keep me comfortable, not crashing out. You know what I'm saying? And Black and Miles, I'm really trying to stop. Like I wake up, I gotta hit a Black and Miles. I'm trying to stop smoking Black and Miles.
That's one key, right? Mine is smoking marijuana, because I know once I stop smoking the marijuanas, I'll definitely stop smoking the Black and Miles. Because my thing is, and I realize this, right? It ain't the thing that I just be wanna. Sometimes I be wanting to get high to release some stress, but a lot of times I just want to get high just to sit back and chill. But I realize I got my own high. I cannot be high and still be giggling and laughing. I cannot be high and still be calm and cool, right? I'm just choosing to do that. So next year, I'm choosing to do something different.
Okay.
So what's one thing that you can help others that's helped you consistently? What's one thing that's helped you on a consistent basis, right, to stay motivated with walking through this journey?
Knowing that I educate these classes and everybody watching, so I don't want to be in a public eye being hypocrite with my words. Saying one thing in the classroom and doing the other thing on the outs. You know what I'm saying? So like I try my best to stay humble and out the way.
Right. That's the biggest piece. It's the biggest piece.
Yeah.
All right. What's a lesson that you have learned from your lowest moments that help push you upwards? Why you laughing, man?
Because Pato is a kryptonite. Hey, like, don't get me wrong. And that came from mama. I be trying to stay away, but I discipline myself now because I learned how like not to go down there and spend all my money on the machine. So
instead of spending your money on Pato, what you gonna spend it on?
Drugs. No.
How about investment?
Hey, no,
like investing
right now,
in you. Where the hoodies at?
Look,
I thought you was gonna have yours before mine. Where the hoodies? Where the shirts?
I did have. I be running out.
Okay, well, it's time to invest more in that. Put the money to.
No, but you know what I'm investing in right now? Right now, I'm trying to be a homeowner.
Okay.
So I complete the class of the first homeowner buyer program. So right now, I'm just trying to go to the steps.
Investing in you.
Yeah, so
so keep that in your mind. Pato, I can't come to you today or tonight, tomorrow, 2 weeks from now, because I got investments and I need my home, Okay, so now, right, one of my lowest things that I've learned, right, from my low that's help me push me forward was allowing myself to say no to things is not something that is going to make people not like me. It's not gonna be something that is not going to stop my flow or the other people's flow. So that was a lesson. It's okay for me to say no, especially when it involves me and my growth. You know, in order for me to really be able to grow and elevate, I have to say no. Like I was saying before, damn, I missed that party, or, damn, sorry, friend, we can't go have a drink because I got to get my work done. So that's just a little bit about that. We getting ready to go ahead and wrapping up. We almost been on the show for an hour. We got some people tuned in. Y'all, thank y'all so much once again for tapping in. We really appreciate y'all. If y'all are looking to grow, right, and y'all need help, SNA, right, they got y'all. Savannah is a great life coach. We also got Tone, a great life coach. Yeah, don't be a hater. Don't be a
My
hater. You
bad.
gotta really tap in
No,
to
no, I'm just saying
understand.
though,
So
like I
whatever.
mess with
I'm
Savannah, but
giving
life
y'all my
coach.
props.
All right, you got it,
Yeah,
Savannah.
yeah. Because all areas of life, when you able to tap into all areas of your life, then you can help others tap into all areas of their life, right? Especially a person like me who really couldn't, get it all in order. I knew I had it all. I just needed to get it in order. That's what the life coaches do.
Okay.
So, you may be a life coach too.
I am.
But
I'm a
all life
different life
coaches
coach.
need life coaches, ain't that right, Savannah? you know? That's one thing we was talking about today. Okay. So we're talking about wrapping this up, right? We're talking about our careers, our purpose, our vision, right? So you didn't came out here with your comedy stuff, you getting it in, working your 4 jobs, but in a different way,
Totally different
you
way now.
building for you and not instead of not just really helping others build, so it's a thing of now it's a different way. Entrepreneur in the building, yes, cleans, organized things, shuts out, and then we got again love, strength, and love, helping myself, not even just myself, but others, share their stories, use our voices. How can we do it? He got a podcast too. We all out here, we're sharing our stories through podcasting. It used to be radio, we just listening everybody into the music and that. Now we got podcasting out here, y'all, which is amazing. Like you be listening to other people podcasts.
Tell the truth, I've been on these two sisters lately. They energy is top notch. Like you got the one that reads the standoffish, but you got the one sister that always be the doing obnoxious stuff. So that's why I really been messing with them, not just because they look good,
right?
You know what I'm saying? But I really just been watching how they orchestrate. So watching them, like, okay, I'm finna orchestrate this way now.
Right. And that's the piece that I like about actually tapping into other people's stories, other people just watching them, right? And again, I have been watching other people podcasts, like I want to get in next year with watching so many other podcasts. But like I said, other podcasts gave me a different version or a different way that I can use for me, right? It helped me listen to them tell their stories or talk they shit. It allowed me to hear my story, walk through my own story and tell my own, listen to other people talk shit and we just have fun, right? Part of the growth and the journey. But next year it's gonna be something different, the level up is it's gonna be something serious,
Really
what your
is.
level up gonna be like?
Man, shit. My level, shit.
Level up.
If I could get to the moon, shit, I'll get there. That's how far I'm trying to
Man, we
level up.
going step by step, man. Step by step. Step by step. Step by
Oh
step.
man, just really staying consistent, staying down for the cause, and knowing what I want and make the right business moves.
So what is it that you want?
Man. So I'm gonna just give you one good one right now. That I want. I want a solid foundation with a team or just good people around me. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the panel. You know what I'm saying? We finna start doing the panel thing again.
Yeah.
I didn't even tell you I was on the panel.
Hey, yes, you did tell me.
I did.
And now I want you to tell the viewers so you can tell them how they could go ahead and find y'all. Cause I fucks with y'all. Y'all my people too.
Even from the panel, like we still putting things together. But look out for the panel, everything. It's a group of us. And we're gonna be talking about different things that could sharpen your brain more and different things you could learn. And we're gonna put out different resources and stuff like that.
With different personalities.
Yeah.
And different people's point of views.
Yeah, so.
Just be interested. You know, you got a lot of different people, interested people on this, y'all. When they first came out, I mean, I don't know if it was when they first came out, but when I first tapped into them, I just, man, it was so awesome. So I'm excited about seeing this next season. And now we got comedian up top, JJ.
I ain't gonna lie, Q100, like I really like what they was doing. You know what I'm saying? I understood the concept. But far as joining, I never thought I was going to join. I think that just kind of happened out the blue.
You go with the flow, baby. Man, you never know what's in store.
So, you know, we signed a contract. I had to sign my life away, so I'm cool with that.
No, that's being committed. You got to, now you really got to be consistent. You know, when you sign contracts, you got to be consistent. You really got to, be loyal. You got to put the work in, not just you dedicating yourself to putting work in.
So, like, even on that level, so it's really like it's like a partnership with like all of us, especially with we basically support each other,
right? And everybody doing their own part. Everybody is on their own journey, but it's all connected. So y'all connection come together, and it's pretty much talking about y'all experiences, just exploring and just getting words out and connections and all of that. It's beautiful. Tapping into topics people really need to hear.
Yeah,
but do it in different ways that people can really understand. Because the panel, it's beastie. Y'all just got to tap into it. When y'all coming out again?
Man, it's gonna be soon. I won't give up too much information, but tap into the panel. It's a good 10 of us.
Okay,
females, dudes, and everybody gonna have a different opinion.
Yes,
we might don't agree on everything, but it's gonna be a nice little teamwork that y'all gonna see.
Right. Okay, so for me, I discovered that my purpose. Why
didn't get that question? Go ahead, my bad.
Dang, can I do it for me?
Go ahead, my bad. My bad. Go ahead.
Okay, so
threw you off a little bit.
Threw me the hell off, motherfucker. Okay, how did I discover that my purpose or my calling was for my next level? For me, I discovered it like I was talking about before. It was the piece of me just going through the same cycles over and over and again. And I knew I was going through the same cycles over and over again because things kept happening to me repeatedly. Car accidents, people coming in and then out my life and mistreating me or me mistreating them. Like it was a thing of people I didn't understand business and building and creating versus just constantly feeding into other people and not feeding into myself. So that was a thing that say you got a calling, you got a pretty smile, you know how to talk to people. Sometimes you can put them in check, sometimes you can just be so loving, but in the same sense of it, you have something to say and you can help others, allow them to use their voice so that they can say what it is that they need to say. So what's yours?
No, you took the words out of my mouth. Yeah, you said what I wanted to say. I don't even want to go behind. I don't got a speech behind that one.
Man, you and your own power. So you always gonna have something. It says, what did you discover in your purpose or calling for you to level up to the next level? For you to actually level up.
Really put myself in certain rooms to elevate myself.
How did you get in them rooms?
Man, patience. A lot of patience. Like I be around some big name people that sometimes I don't need to share pictures or I don't talk about because I feel like I don't like to brag like that. You know me. I'm really not a big bragger. I'm cocky, but I ain't no really big bragger. I don't like to. I don't like to be bragging no more.
Hey, holding this stuff accountable. He cocky. If you working on being cocky, you gonna mellow.
I be trying to mellow my even because every Wednesday we do the open mic. Shout out to Comedy Kings too.
I was trying to get you to say that earlier, but you skipped on over it. But
so we do the open mic every Wednesday, and it's really like the dojo. We just go there and practice your jokes. Like I'm gonna just say I can't really speak on nobody, but for me, I know when I be doing bad days, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been trying to really slow down on my cockiness. Because, when I get on stage, I be very, very cocky. I be too cocky sometimes. So I think by me slowing that down, it kind of messed up my momentum. But I'm gonna like even if I know I did bad, I'm gonna still jump on there and try again.
Right.
Cause I know for a fact people know I'm funny.
Right.
Sometimes we just have days where like, JJ wasn't your good day.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
cool with that. And plus they roast me for like 2 weeks. So next week Wednesday, I'm on it.
right.
I think
That's
I'm
like
on
me
it.
in the podcast. Sometimes I be cool, calm, and collective, and I just be flowing. Other times I be high as hell, and the nigga be stuttering her. It's the truth. It is,
Yeah.
But anyways, right. I'm so proud of us. I ain't even gonna lie.
No,
And I
for real.
gotta say us, because like I said, we've been walking this journey for a long time together, from the rough turns to now to where we elevating and getting things just moving, allowing ourselves to just go with the flow when we grow,
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's gonna be my new saying. Hey.
Man, we
Okay. But
did.
anyways,
Go ahead.
now back to this is what you had going on in the beginning, right? So in the beginning, you started to tell others, how it was that you had to get to this moment, right? But now I want you to tell everybody in this way, right? What sacrifices did you make to align yourself with your purpose?
Man, the truth really I had to stop being an asshole and I had to get out of my way.
Mm-hmm.
I was in my way a lot
Mm-hmm.
and I had to really get out of my way. And sometimes even when I feel myself overthinking sometimes or second guessing myself, I had to scratch that out of my head and just get to it.
So if you was in your way, why the hell you think other people wouldn't be in your way?
Hey,
I
you right
asked
about
my
that.
own self the other day that, like, dude, you be stepping in your own way. How the hell you think other people not gonna come and step in your way
Man, you
too?
got you gotta go around them. Like I tell you and that's one of my big facts right now. And I'm gonna go by this from 25 to 26. If you're not trying to bring really no peace in my life, I don't wanna deal with you.
Right.
Cause as humans, we like I said, we not perfect. I just don't want nothing to trigger me to lose my cool and put me in the place I don't want to be. So that's why I
You
stay
ain't
humble
doing that. You ain't doing that
yeah,
because
well,
you
cause I don't
you
think
know how
negative
to
no more. Oh,
you know
right.
how to control your emotions, right? You're
A
not
little
doing
bit.
that because you
A
know
little bit.
that you have something bigger in store. You know that you working for something way bigger, right? It's not
Yeah.
just about you. Now you about to have a team. Right now, you got kids. Now you got a partner. Now you got family. Now you got friends. Like, people need a
Yeah.
good friend like you in their life. You know what I mean? And this is the thing. We all need good friends in our life, right? We need that friend
Yeah.
that's gonna be that asshole and tell us the real and keep it together, help us hold it together. And we need that friend that's gonna be there and just give us that love and that kindness,
Okay.
that cater to us, even when, girl, it's okay, girl. We gonna do this, but not telling you, motherfucker, you made the wrong move. It's okay. But we all have those type of friends and family members around for that piece. So it's
Yeah.
good. It's
Yeah.
part of the process.
But I feel, and this is just me before you move on to this last one, son. I'm I'm intelligent, smarter than a lot of my people I be around. They not finna send me off. I can lie. I
But
know.
wait, but you elevated. So when you get in them big rooms and it's some people in there that try to sing you off, it's you gonna really know what it's like.
Yeah, I think I had a situation like that. I got up out of there. I ain't lying. I was there
but
for 20
sometimes,
minutes.
you're not gonna be able to get up out of there. How you just go? You gotta sit there and shift yourself and be like, hold on now, stand on your shit.
Man, I'm gonna speak up for myself in the most polite way,
Okay,
transparent way.
okay,
I love that word, transparent.
yeah,
I keep man, cause I'm
yeah,
ooh,
yeah. All right, y'all. So, to the question for what sacrifices did I make to align myself with my purpose? My biggest thing was what you said in the beginning, letting go of people, right? Letting go of things that no longer serve me. I had got stripped of all my materialistic shits, pictures, house, fucking, furniture, like bedroom sets, all of that, right? Cars, it was all materialistic, right? But the thing that I now realize and understand that it was a lot of people that was there that was reflecting a messed up side of me. So I love people, right? And I love being around people. My thing is I love joy and I love happiness. I love to see people smile and dancing, baby. So, like, again, like you said before, if it's not about that, then it's time to let it go. It's not serving me, right?
Yeah.
Even if it's the times where like I said before, I gotta miss something, but I gotta get my work done. This is what's gonna help me grow.
Yeah.
I gotta feed into my clients. This is what's gonna help bring them back. I have to connect with these people out here because this is what's gonna help me be me, where I can smile and laugh.
Mm.
So last question, right? We're going to say, no, I got two questions. What is the biggest risk that you took that now paid off right now?
It's two.
Okay.
It's two. The biggest risk that paid off, I stopped carrying guns and I control my attitude way better now.
Period.
Do my two
right
biggest
on. Shots out. Yes. That's freaking beautiful. I was gonna say that's fucking beautiful, but that's freaking beautiful. We shifting for next year.
Hey, because I feel like this too, and this is go of me educating. There's no way in hell you should see me on, I'm gonna just say 11th and Atkinson.
Mm-hmm.
Why I'm on 11th and Atkinson? I don't got no business being on 11th and Atkinson.
Right.
And then it's something I've been learning. You don't need no gun on you if you don't put yourself in them areas.
Yes, come through.
That's why I don't go to certain clubs no more. I don't go to none of these big name clubs. Like I go one bar I like to go to. That's the hood bar.
Right.
And I know a lot of people in there. I know I'm gonna be safe. So like I don't like to put myself out there no more. Not that type of way.
Right. It's okay. You still out here. You just not like that way.
Yeah.
So that's cool. It's always good to come out and do the opposite, especially if it allow you to become a better version of yourself.
Oh yeah. Speaking of that, you been on me this long, you think I'm a better version?
Hell yeah. You still got some fucked up ways. You still do some fucked up shit, but hell yeah. Since the first time I met you to now, yes, you have come a long way.
Gang.
You have come a long way. Yes. So y'all, what is it, right? What is the biggest risk that I've took that paid off?
Stop being shy. Stop.
Well, yeah, it's all in one.
You as shy as ever.
It's all in one though, right? Being myself, like the self-love, the self-care, allowing me to really put in the time for me. That was the biggest risk because I had so many people depending on me. I had so much going on in my life that it was like I really felt like I didn't have any time for self. But when it came down to it, it's like, now you don't got nothing but time for self. Are you going to feed yourself? Or are you going to do what it is that you need to do? Cater to yourself. You're going to love yourself. Be honest to yourself. Be truthful. Are you going to be dedicated and loyal to yourself? Or are you going to keep doing it for everybody else?
And I got to say, I got to speak on this just because we speaking truth. She disciplined herself so much when I moved back. Well, I say I'm one of them, like I'm on it. And and now you know fun. Like I got a couple hours to play with, right? So like if I know how to get you out the house, I can get you out the house. But when I say this is our conversation, and this will make me respect her more. She said, "Nigga," because you got in the car with me. Said, "Nigga, you toxic. I can't be going out with you every night. So nigga, I need to focus on myself." And ever since then, I looked at you. Was I salty? Yeah, but I respected though.
Right.
It's literally because look what you did. I wasn't expect you to come this far with the podcast, come this far with the clean. Like you're doing it. So like,
nigga, you ain't believing me.
No, I believe you when you discipline yourself for me because I'm one of my friends. Like we gonna kick it, and like, but not that's okay because even my people around me, they make me discipline myself more. So
right. And that's again about the growth. We need them people around us that's gonna help push us to allow ourselves to grow. A lot of people think that they don't. I hear them people all the time. I don't like people. People get on my nerves. You don't like people because you don't like yourself. Because you're seeing a reflection of yourself through them people. So of course you don't like the way they act. You don't like the way your damn self acts. So it's okay. Just change it. But if you know it's okay and you don't change it, that's a problem. Okay, last question, right? What is it that you could tell someone, right, who knows that they need to elevate, but they are afraid to take the first step?
Oh, I like that because everything, I asked these people in my class, like, because I was scared of change.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
I was, well, I say no, I was, I was scared of change. Like,
Mm-hmm.
even from educating, like, I was literally scared of change. I didn't know how I was going to teach these young men, but I always had the gift of gab to make people listen to me.
Right.
And so now that I'm not scared to change. Like, I was really scared to change. That shit, hey, look, change that scare you. Look, this is why I know I started seeing a change. When I was on the news the first time for the kid stage play, I was on the news for that. I said, damn, I'm used to myself seeing on the news. I'm just using myself getting on the news in a police car or something. Right. So when I seen that, I said, oh, that's elevation. Then when I did the Spectrum news, Spectrum cable, that's a big platform.
Right.
For them to be on there talking about fatherhood and how it changed me. And that lady lied too, because my daddy was in my life. My daddy was in my life. He probably left my mom for a crackhead, but my daddy was in my life. He didn't leave me like that. She's like, man, I never had my dad. Yes, I did, lady. The news be lying sometimes, man. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta get that out. They be lying and shit, bro.
Oh man, dog, that shit, buddy. Okay, yeah. So,
but that's mine,
you
though.
was
Just
afraid.
Don't be scared to change.
I feel like a lot of people be afraid, right? And my key piece be a lot of people be afraid because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of fucking challenges. It's a lot of distractions. And once you get to the moments and you like, yes, it's cool. Yep, I got this. I got this. And then that shit come in like, do you really got this? And then something else come in like, you ain't got this. You like, yes, I do. You like, no, the fuck I don't got this. And then you like, damn, I'm battling within my own self because I know I got this. Man. I told myself I got this. But then again, that's when you realize like, damn. I didn't came into my own power. I don't really have to battle with myself like that. Right? I'm battling with myself, other things, other people. Like, damn, it's just so much.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, now I can sit up straight, y'all. Okay, so for me, one thing that I would tell someone who is afraid to get out and elevate, right? My first thing, the first steps I would tell you to really work on is self, right? Who are you? What do you want out of life without the pain, without the hurts, right? If you could go back, although we're not able to, right? But if you could go back and all the pain and hurt and suffering and sacrifices you then went through, if you could go back to change that and flip it to the opposite right now, what are the steps you would take? What is it that you want? Again, who are you? But first, when I say who are you, that is, are you in pain? Are you truthful with yourself? Are you able to really take them steps even when things get hard? Because you are dedicated, because you are committed, because you are striving to be a better version of yourself. So be scared and do that shit anyways.
Oh yeah,
because we gonna always have them moments where we're afraid of things, right? And back to what you were saying, I used to be scared as hell, especially you talking shit with the tarot cards, right? It wasn't just you, right? It was other people. You a witch and this and this and that, and it's like you call it what you want to call it. But I found the different way that it's going to help me clarify me on along the steps of my journey, right? Now digging into all that other stuff, you asked me about something about that. Now, I don't know. I ain't able to tell you about all that because I haven't done all that. I wasn't looking for that. I'm not looking to use it to manipulate people or switch up things or, change the future. No, I'm going to change my present right now if it's not working for me, which is then going to help allow me to change my future if it needs to be. That's my thing. And I clarified that by my tarot cards telling me, baby girl, you got abundance flowing in. Do you want it or don't you? Do you want to change or don't you?
You put the work in.
So again, put the work in, y'all. We all got to put the work in, especially if we want change, especially if you want to grow and elevate. Anybody can do it. We was reckless as hell. He was more reckless than me because he carried guns. I carry mine for protection, but now I got my crystals, baby. My bracelets. And I got my higher power. So either way it go, I got my people who carry guns there just in case. But I look at it as I don't need that right here, right?
No,
because we're moving in a whole different direction. And thank you, my friend, for allowing yourself to realize that we don't need that. Because again, our kids out here feel like they do. And they out here killing one another with these guns. It's too much gun violence going on. It's too much. And you got a son, I got a son, right? You got daughters, I got daughters, right? And it's like, what is it that we could do to let them know you don't have to use a gun?
Real shit.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all all for joining me once again. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Wait, before we leave, tell people what we got going on coming up next, right? So coming up in 2026, you got the panel. What else you got?
We finna collide and do our skits again. Next year I should be hosting the Comedy Jam.
We ain't no should. We putting it out in the making.
No, because I might bust another move and go this direction. But shout out to the Comedy Kings, man, for doing anything. Shout out to Tez, Dre Love, B Jones. Y'all doing y'all thing, bro. Keep doing y'all thing, man. Come every Wednesday, 2000 West Farwell and East Side. We do open mic there. A lot of comedians in there. A lot of people just come in there and show support. And by then, let me close myself out. This your boy Funny Ass Up Top JJ, aka Step Coach, aka Lil Daddy, aka I take care of them motherfucking step kids. What you mean?
All right, y'all. With that being said, you already know where you can find me, here or YouTube. Thank you.